What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brian Mello with Marty's Buick GMC and Chevrolet, and in today's video, we're talking 2024 Acadia AT4X and asking the all-important question of this series, would you buy one? So let's get into it. All right, so I'm sure most of you are familiar at this point with GMC's off-road focused AT4 sub-brand, which was first introduced to us in 2019 with, of course, the Sierra 1500. The AT4 was meant to sort of slot in between the SLT and the Denali and give customers the option, at least in my opinion, to get a truck with a little less chrome and a little more capability without sacrificing the luxury that GMC is known for. The AT4 came standard with things like a 2-inch factory lift, 4-wheel drive, a 2-speed transfer case, off-road tuned Rancho monotube shocks, an exclusive wheel design, exclusive interior, and it dropped the chrome bumpers for a set of body color matched ones. And yeah, of course, those red toe recovery hooks that have become somewhat of a signature item when it comes to the AT4 lineup. Now, when GM launched the AT4, although they had high expectations, they actually never imagined that it would get as good a response as it did. Back in 2021, during an interview, GMC senior manager Stu Pierce said, quote, "The success of the AT4 caught us by surprise in the last few years. For the Sierra, AT4 models started off around 10% of the mix, and now it's taking the edge over Denali for light duty," end quote. That's crazy. With GM seeing the success of the AT4 trim with Sierra, they began rolling that trim out across their lineup. With the Sierra HD AT4, we've got the Yukon AT4, Canyon AT4, Acadia AT4, and yes, even the Terrain AT4. GM made it so that anyone who was shopping across their lineup could bring a more off-road focused variant trim home to their driveway, and it's worked well so far. In fact, it's worked so well that they've expanded the AT4 sub-brand with the introduction of, yes, the AT4X, bringing even more off-road capability to the mix with electronic locking differentials, high-approach off-road bumpers, skid plates, and GM's Multimatic DSSV suspension system. The AT4X has become so popular that they're nearly impossible to even get your hands on. And all this sort of really got me thinking about the Acadia AT4, because I think GM is leaving a big hole in the market that's just staring them in the face. The Acadia AT4, much like the rest of the AT4 line, deletes all the chrome. It also throws on a set of black roof rails, black 17-inch wheels with all-terrain tires, and an active torque control all-wheel drive system paired to a traction select system with off-road mode. But if you want my honest opinion, as great as it is, nobody is buying an Acadia AT4 to go off-roading. It might somewhat look the part, but if you were to put the Acadia AT4 up against something like Toyota's TRD Pro 4Runner on some trails, as much as it pains me to say it, I unfortunately don't think it would be much of a competition. But that doesn't have to be the case. What if GM decided it was time to expand not just the AT4 lineup, but the AT4X lineup as well? It certainly sounds like a solid idea to me. So as I'm known to do from time to time, I teamed up with my good friend and super talented artist Oscar Vargas, known on Instagram as WBArtist20, to bring that idea to reality with this: a new Acadia AT4X. A mid-sized SUV from GM that you can actually feel confident about taking off the beaten path. Something to give the TRD Pro 4Runner more direct competition. And although the doors and the roof don't come off, as sad as that is, I'm quite confident the Acadia AT4X could still eat into the Bronco and Wrangler market share, as it would certainly bring way more luxury to the table than either one of those two options. Now, to kick things off, we decided to widen the fender flares in order to make those nice big meaty 35-inch tires fit comfortably, and then we wrapped those around a set of sand dune metallic painted beadlock capable off-road wheels from AEV. We figured with GM already utilizing AEV for the Bison and the AEV Edition pickups, that seemed to make the most sense to us. Up front, we removed the Acadia's traditional bumper for something with, let's say, a bit more purpose, or maybe even a lot more purpose, because not only did we greatly increase the Acadia's approach angle with this bumper, we increased driver visibility by replacing the fog lights with Rigid Industries LED pods, as well as an LED light bar mounted to the front underneath that push bar, because you can never just, let's be real, you can never have too many lights. The stamped steel skid plate integrates nicely, and if you were to ever find yourself in a situation that you can't get out of, the equipped winch should certainly do the trick. Now, we did stick to the signature branding with the red toe recovery hooks down low. We also slapped on some rocker protection, blacked out the top half of the truck, added a set of blacked out roof rails because, let's be honest, you're going to need a place to mount a tent after all. This is pretty much an overland build if I've ever seen one. And just to bring things to the next level of capability, we utilized another part from the AEV trucks, the snorkel. All in all, I think we came up with one hell of an off-roader. But now comes the most important part of this video, because I know GM watches my content. Believe it or not, I've heard it straight from them. So answer the question in the comments below. Would you buy one? For me, I would be all over this thing. I don't necessarily need the bed in my Sierra. I use that space for my gunner dog kennel 99% of the time. And the only thing I ever tow is my jet ski, which this thing would certainly be able to drag around no problem. I'm quite confident that if GM offered this to their customers, perhaps in partnership with AEV to make things just even easier for them, just as they've done with their pickups, this would sell, and it would sell well. But let me know what your thoughts are. As always, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Be sure to smash the like button. Helps me out in a huge way. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. I'm so close to that 100K mark, and it's all thanks to all of you watching. Maybe share this video with a friend. Be sure to check out martysparts.com for all your GM OEM parts needs, and I will catch you all in the very next video. Thanks again for watching. Have a great weekend, and take care.